Hello everyone, this is Joe from Kanen Coffee, and today we have a Pasquini G4 with us in the shop. This is a heat exchanger machine, which means that you can both brew and use your steam on at the same time. And the reason you can do that is because you have one big boiler that's dedicated to steam and hot water, and you have a pipe that runs through the middle, and that pipe, by the time water runs through the boiler, like it literally goes through, when it comes out, it's roughly around the 200 mark, which is what you're wanting. And so, yeah, now we're going to test the machine with a cup. 1 second. Some things we did to the machine is we did a complete tune-up on the machine, replacing both the shower spoon and the gasket. As you can see, your gasket is just solid. You could crumble it in your hand. Also, replaced the water pump on this machine. Here's the original one right here. So this one is from 2017. Usually, just from experience and looking at all the machines that come in through the shop, pumps usually start diminishing around 5 to 6 years. And so we always recommend to replace a new one. And of course, you at least know that you're getting really, you're mitigating one of the issues that not a lot of people really talk about. And so, yeah. And now we're gonna put our coffee in the pour filter. Now, naturally, since it is a new gasket, it might be a little hard to put the portafilter in, especially cold. Like cold, it might not even get to here. And the reason that being is once you warm up the machine and that gasket starts to soften up, and it's a brand new gasket, so you're gonna get a really nice tight seal. But we're gonna use a double. Now, I did not calibrate this machine, nor did I calibrate the grind, so I don't know how long a shot will run on this machine. But you could, of course, program it. As you can see, we're running 10 bars over there. So we got decent pressure. Oh, also another thing we did to this machine, so when I had opened the machine up, I seen that both probes were all the way hitting the roof. That's an issue because those probes, what they do, you have two of them. You have a safety probe, which is longer than the water level probe. And so the safety probe, all it is you could kind of see this as an example. So the water probe will be at this bar, so it'll be this long. It's not this long realistically, but just for example, safety probe is this long, and then maybe the rest of the boiler is down here. What happens is if the water ever gets down here, the safety probe turns off the whole machine entirely. The reason it does that is because your heating element's under it, and so if water ever stops touching the heating element turns on, it actually burns out. And then your water level probe would probably be something along the lines of this tall. And what that does is the other way around, water comes up, and the machine needs to know when to stop water from getting pumped. And so once it hits here, it cuts it off. And so, yeah. And so both of them were completely raised, and all that means is that the bolt that holds both of them was just starting to loosen. It's a gasket mixed with two locking nuts, I believe. And so after pushing it down, you can move them with your hand, which is not good because, again, it's a pressurized boiler, so it's going to move it up. After pushing them back all the way down and retightening both of them, and I tried my best to pull it out, and I could not. And so just your machine was originally overfilling quite a bit just because of those probes being literally to the max. And so now we're going to test the steaming. As you can see, really good steam, consistent steam. That's for a heat exchanger, that's what you really want. You don't really want too powerful of a steam because, one, you don't have a big enough boiler and you might run out of steam. But if you get a consistent steam like this one, this is really good. Nice and dry. And then, of course, the hot water tap. You always want to do that last because it will drain your steam boiler. But yeah. And that's about it for this video. If you like any of our videos or repairs on our channel, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching.